All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to Brian tells the cold hard truth to independent boss babes. Jump in.
Okay. And is there a dress code? Do you have to dress a certain way? No dress code. Not even like business casual or. Okay. And I mean, do they dictate the hours that you work?
I work full time. But
Is it 9 to 5?
Yeah.
And they tell you when you can take lunch and when you can
get
take
an hour
breaks?
lunch, yeah.
Okay.
I choose when I go to lunch.
So it's weird, like, final thing on this, I guess we'll move it on. But what's confusing to me is that you guys want to be these boss babes. You're so pressed to go work. You've essentially traded being submissive to your husband by being submissive to an employer.
Well, I also said I might want to start my own business, so then I would be.
Like, does any of you here had a boss? Do you think your boyfriend or husband is going to boss you around the same way that, like, your husband or boyfriend is going to ever talk to you in that way? Like, be here at this time, sit here for this long, wear this, do this task, you're fucking it up, do it this way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, you guys have traded.
I wouldn't work in an environment like that.
I think I always just want to have my own
I'm
money.
exaggerating here, but all that other shit is true. Show up at this time, otherwise you're fired. Do this task, otherwise you're fired. Take this break from this time, otherwise you're fired. Stay too long out at lunch, you're fired. Maybe they're not going to say that in that same way, but that's the underlying, like, okay, if you're late for the job and you're not showing up, you're going to get fired. Do you think your husbands are like that intense with it? You got to do this task for 8 hours every single day. You're submissive to your employer.
You're asking me to bow on the first date. That seems pretty intense.
I bet if there was a job where you had to work at a restaurant and greet people and be like, well, how are you? Like fucking these fast food jumps. How's your day going? And you're fucking working retail, having to be a greeter. It's the same thing. Instead, you got to deal.
Well, actually, in this case,
Before Andrew comes in, it's because it's hypergamy, guys. It's hypergamy. I know this is one of the Kevin Samuels used to talk about this. How is it that you don't want to submit to your husband, but then you go to a job where you have to submit for 8 or 10 hours, and even when you're not even working, right? It's crazy to think about it, but females they always submit to their workers, always. They go to the employer, they tell them what to do, not to do, and guess what? They respect it. But that's what happened when they come back home. They can disrespect their husband because he is not making as much money as her CEO. She cannot respect two people she cannot just respect people. If her hypergamy nature is going to one boss, that's the guy that he's respecting. She cannot come back to her husband and respect him the same way she can. So he doesn't respect him. He's not making as much money. That's why when they go to their job, they're always like on time, this and that. Like they're right on, So this is where this is what this school of thought comes from. You're okay with submitting to your boss and your job, but you're not okay submitting with your husband. It makes sense.
Okay, so if you're a social media marketer for a nail press company and you were to have a contact of a high-level businessman who was from let's say Japan, and you were to arrange a meeting between the staff at your company and this Japanese person, are you saying that when you went and met with him, you wouldn't bow?
That's a good question.
Oh, really?
I might.
Yeah.
Out of respect for his culture. Out of respect for his culture.
You'll bow to a stranger.
I think that's just Japanese culture, though.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
I would do it out of respect.
The point is that at the behest of a man you're submitted to, in this case your boss, if he asks you to bow to a complete stranger, you'll do it as long as there's money involved. But the man taking care of you, who also is utilizing said money, he doesn't get the bow. Fuck that guy.
It's just like the same girl who will work a brutal.
Right here, lady over here in the top left corner. She's showing a lot of IOI to Andrew. She's laughing every joke that Andrew says.
Who also is utilizing said money, he doesn't get the bow. Fuck that guy.
It's just like this.
That's why she liked to test him a lot. She likes him. She like that kind of guy, kind of tobacco in his mouth, kind of F you kind of guy. She likes that.
Same girl who will work a
IOIs,
brutal
tugging
fast
hair
food
and
job, dealing with the boss barking orders, cleaning dirty dishes, cleaning the bathroom, dealing with all the shitty customers.
And then she catch herself. You see? She put her hands right here underneath the chin.
Dealing with the boss barking
Right?
orders, cleaning dirty dishes,
Then
cleaning
catch
the
herself,
bathroom, dealing with all the
Call
shitty
herself. Say,
customers.
well, hold up. Let me go back. Hold on. I'm showing too much, right?
And all the physical labor that sort of fast food job would entail, standing on your feet. Maybe you're involved in cleaning whatever it is for like $15 an hour, $20 an hour. But like if a guy comes into the picture who has the money to support you, wants a family, wants kids, make sure you never have to work a day in your life. You don't want to bow, you don't want to cook, you don't want to clean, you don't want to do the laundry. Maybe you'll do some of that shit, right? But it's just interesting to me when it comes to a job, you're going to be submissive to your boss. Trust me. You're going to be submissive to your boss.
Okay.
So it's just
I see
like
what you're saying.
y'all traded, and I would argue, like, your husbands, your boyfriends, if you pick a good guy, most guys are good guys, they're going to treat you way better and ask way less of you than your fucking corporation that doesn't give a fuck about you. The minute that they make a determination that you're not worth it, boom, they're going to fire you.
I see what you're saying. And at that point, if I was in a situation like that where I'm with a company that doesn't respect me, fuck yeah, pay all my bills. Absolutely. I'd rather do that. But I personally want to do something where I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm getting better.
Your kids. Your kids.
It's the most important
It's nice to have your own money, point blank, period.
How good would it feel to raise like, okay, never mind.
They go to school 8 hours a day.
Like stressed.
Huh?
Why? Well, wait. I don't understand this idea of your own money.
Yep.
Right? When you say that,
Because it's me. They want all that money for themselves. That's what it is. They want all that money for themselves. They want husband to work his ass off to get all that money for herself. And on top of that, they will criticize you. They will criticize you. Why are you bringing $5,000? Why you're not bringing $6,000? Why you only bringing $6,000? Why you should be bringing $7,000? And so on and so forth. They're never. This is something that a lot of generations they knew about it, right? But it was like a taboo, right? But then, what happened? Generations like boomers, Generation X, right? Even millennials, the information was not transferred. And we got in a position where now we have to go out and learn these skills. And what we learned, it was a different monster. Thankfully, we have information, right, when it's delivered very fast, and we can recollect some of these patterns, and now we can even internalize it and teach it, of just consume it. But man, imagine if none of this ever existed. YouTube, at least YouTube, it'll be insane. Man, I cannot even imagine. I really cannot imagine.
so you're hedging your bets on failure, right?
No. I mean, I
Preparing
think
for the worst. It's not
50%. I
failure.
think 50% of marriages do end in divorce. I would like to, if I walk away, to not have absolutely nothing, no skills, no nothing, and
Then you're
have to do
hedging
everything
your
all
bets
myself.
on failure.
What if he died?
Yep,
What if my husband
absolutely.
died? And
Or
now I
just
have to provide
protecting
for him?
yourself.
I just
Laid
want to make
off.
sure I got this right.
From your job.
You're hedging your bet on
Yes,
failure.
I said yes.
Yes.
But
then
you gotta
if a
do
man-
that.
So
It's
then if a
life.
man, hang on. So then if a man were wanting to date you in a serious way, and he heard that you basically are hedging your bets against the fact that you're pretty convinced that the relationship is going to fail, why the fuck would he ever want to get married to you?
Then don't. I don't know.
It's not hedging your bets that it's going to fail. You're protecting yourself
But
just
look,
in case. Like
Alyssa.
paying your health insurance premium. Are you hedging your bets that your health is going to
I gotta move
shit
on.
the
Yes.
bed? Like
Yes, that's
it
exactly
might not.
what you're doing.
You might be
You're
dumping
getting-
hella
you're
money
getting
into that your
health
whole
insurance
life and
'cause you're-
rarely use it.
Damn.
You're getting health insurance. The expectation is that you're going to have health problems, right? You are hedging your bets against the fact the likelihood that you have health problems at some point is highly likely. So yes, you're hedging your bet. That's exactly that's what insurance is. It's literally the idea of hedging your bet against catastrophe. That's what it is.
I mean, so
With
no,
auto insurance.
That's why I said yes.
Alyssa, so you want to do your massage business or whatever. I mean, these concerns over like, what if your husband dies? What if
Interesting. This is Brian taking control of the conversation. This is very interesting. Let's go back to this.
I mean, so no,
With
no,
auto
no, 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 no,
insurance.
no,
That's why I said
no,
yes.
Alyssa, so you want to
See, he should do this more often when he needs to. When he needs to, right? I think he needs to calibrate this because this is very good for Brian. Demonstrating dominance, demonstrating control of the conversation, demonstrating that he can lead, right? This is very important. If he can demonstrate this more often, I think that will really help him.
do your massage business or whatever. I mean, these concerns over like, what if your husband dies? What if you get carpal tunnel syndrome? What if you get RSI? You're
Then I'll
fucked
find a
then
new-
too.
I'll find a new career.
No.
Find something else I love.
Yeah, well, then you can just find a new husband then, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I could. I
Oh,
probably
cool.
could.
There you go. All right. All right.
The need to be
Marry a
right.
man
That's the need to be right.
who wanted a prenup.
Bono Smith donated $200. Come on, gentlemen. Respectfully reiterating, Jenna has a flight to catch for runway-related bookings if she wishes to stay. That's her prerogative. Her scheduled ride is leaving in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that was 14 minutes ago, so I guess you're fucked, Gianna. But yeah, I don't know. There was no initial iterating, so I don't know what you're talking about unless there was like a super chat I missed. There was no initial reiterating. That would imply that there was an initial iteration. There was no iteration of anything. So, all right, I need to power through the questionnaire here. Going around the table, would you rather cross paths with a man or a bear?
A man. I am the bear.
I saw that. That's funny. What about you?
Beer.
You prefer the bear? Okay.
Beer.
He's losing frame. She can tell that he's a little bit emotional. The lady can tell that Brian can get sometimes very emotional.
Yeah, just for the sake of time here, guys, let's maybe
A man.
not troll.
A
Okay.
man?
Man.
Okay.
1,000% a man.
All right.
A bear.
A bear.
A man.
In your answers to the bear thing, you said because I can stay in front of a bear and it'll go away eventually.
I meant like you just stand still and then it goes away. No?
Have you encountered that?
No, I've just seen videos.
You just
saw
heard
videos
that?
too.
You just
Have you seen the bear
heard that?
waving?
Yeah, it might. I don't know.
Yeah. If I was alone.
Really quick. Why do you pick bear? Why don't you pick man? Why do you pick bear? Why don't you pick man?
I chose bear because if I don't know, I'd rather just get eaten alive.
Damn, bro.
I feel like the bear will eventually go away and then the man will probably like do something to me in the woods or some shit.
Yeah, they're watching too much movie. And you notice how a lot of them are just saying man now? Because a lot of those videos about the bear thing has gone viral. For those folks that say that these things don't work, you see how they change the answer? And that's compliance. See? That alone is compliance. Because they're afraid of social pressure. So they don't want to look like ridiculous retards. So they select correctly. So let me know what you guys think. I will see you in the next one.